at the end of it, and I drove back here, and I got within 100 feet. And this place, I've been away from Newhouse for a while. I just felt the draw of this sacred space of recovery that is here. And how sweet that was. And I came to one of your meetings. It may have been that night, I don't remember, but I heard you speak, and I heard you speak. And I sat in there, and it was, and I realized what a sacred space this is that we live in. The ritual place of recovery. You know, one of my favorite singers, poets, is Bob Dylan. I was thinking of the line, I came in from the wilderness, a creature void of form. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. I think we remember that line. That's what this place is. This is shelter from the storm. It's away from the wilderness out there. It is the addictive society. And by addictive society, I don't mean that there are people out there sitting doing drugs. And there are lots of things you can get addicted to other than drugs now. You can get addicted to power, money, control, fear, shopping, gambling, a lot of things. So, but addiction, here's a book, Not God, The History of Alcoholics Anonymous. It's a history. Ernest Kurtz. And I want to mention it a couple of times tonight. One is the title. That's an interesting title for a history of Alcoholics Anonymous. Not God. And he's quoting the big book, page 62, says, first of all, we had to quit playing God. That's the first thing in AA. But he said, he's an American historian, Ernest Kurtz, and he actually got his doctoral dissertation in American history writing this book. It was one of the first histories of AA. It's a good read if you want to know where this fellowship came from. And he says that as an event in the intellectual history of the United States, he looks at Alcoholics Anonymous in that context, that the society that AA was born in was so dominated by excessive rationalization and control that that society was inherently addictive. The society was inherently addictive. The society was inherently addictive. The society breeds addiction. It grows addiction. You can't grow up in this society and be exposed to public education, popular music, popular culture, media, and not start to feel that whatever it is you're looking for, is outside there somewhere. And that you have some emptiness inside that you've got to fill. And it may not be alcohol or drugs that you use to fill it. It may be sex, it may be gambling, it may be power, it may be money, there's a whole host of things. Relationships. But there's not enough of any of those, so that's the addiction. Anyway, that's a feature of our culture. And AA came about as the result of the failure of the dominant rationalist institutions of that time to effectively deal with alcoholism. And those institutions were medicine, religion, and psychology. That at their best, and that's what it says in our literature, they couldn't help us. So AA is a countercultural response to the failure of those institutions to deal with